But as long as you come to the officer meeting tomorrow, your officer, perfect. Then you're good. Yeah. All right. I'm waiting for the go ahead. They'll figure it out. We're waiting for them though. You can stand. It doesn't matter.
It's because like it's like a sequence. Like you're gonna go.
Okay, and then I'll sit
so
on
it's
the
not
chair.
like there's no like awkward.
Okay. You ready? We're live. All right, we're live. All right, everybody. So, yes. Yes, thank you, tech team. Always. All right. So we are doing a Python workshop. It was originally supposed to be a servo thing, but unfortunately, RAS couldn't come last minute. So this is what we're doing, and we're gonna roll with it. All right. So if you aren't already a member of ACM, you should definitely join and sign up. It's completely free. And at the end of the year, if you go to like 7 meetings, I think, then you can go to their banquet where you can connect with sponsors and get free food, and it's a great time. So you should definitely sign up for that if you haven't. And if you are already a member, this is the check-in that might be slightly blocked by the ACM-W, but let's see if it doesn't work. You can go to ACM UTSA or portal. Someone knows the exact URL. Yes. Not year. I misspoke. Yes. All right. First thing before we get into the code, if you want to follow along, you have a bunch of different options to do so. If you just want to run it in your browser, that's totally fine. You can go to Replit, create an account, that's free, and just create a Python file on there. You can use an IDE you have on your laptop, like PyCharm or VS Code, whatever works for you. If you'd like to follow along, you can work on getting that set up now. All right. What's Python? It's a high-level programming language that's basically known for its simple syntax, and it's used a lot with different data analysis things, scripting, and it can also be used for websites and even apps now. And if you wanted to know when it was made, it was created in the late 1980s by Guido von Rossum. Fun fact. All right. And then what are we working with today? It's a library that's built into Python called Turtle. It's a graphics library, and the name comes from it looking like there's a little turtle that's like moving across your screen as it's drawing out your picture. And it's basically used for simple graphics and sometimes even games. And I'm going to hand it over to Aubrey, and she is going to show you what we're making today.
Okay, so today, guys, we're going to be making a little fall tree. And then at the end, I'm going to bring it over to you guys to create kind of whatever you want using what we learned today. So in order to start, well, actually, you know what? Let me run this for you guys and show you what we're going to be making exactly. It's a little funny, and it kind of prints out a little weird, but bear with me. Yes, question? Replit does. Replit does. Use Replit. That's a good one? Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now that we see that, we can get started and you guys can code along with me. So first, what we want to do is import the turtle because we want that screen to pop up and Python doesn't know that we actually want it. So we're just going to type in import turtle and then press enter. Be a little bit careful with your spacing and stuff because Python is a little bit case sensitive. All right, and now we want to import some random numbers because we're going to use these values to determine the randomness of the tree that we're going to create because every single one of y'all's trees is going to be actually pretty unique. All right, and then now we can do from turtle, import, and then put a star, an asterisk. Let's put a little star there. I got it. It's okay. All right. And so now we want that pretty background. And so first let's type in turtle.bgcolor. So this gives us the background color. And if I'm going too fast or too slow, you guys just let me know. And we're gonna call it cyan, which is with little quotes. And Python can take in most like Roy G. Biv values along with gray, white, and black. So you don't really need to use like the HTML color notation. And then press enter. And then in my coding style, I just like to press enter again when I'm kind of done with doing a few things. So first we want to create like the little rectangle that draws the grass. So we're going to write a function, and in order to do that, we're going to put def to create our function. And we're going to write draw underscore grass. And then we want to pass through 4 parameters. So we're also going to add some parameters. So let's do some parentheses, and let's write line color. So this is going to be the outline of our grass rectangle that we're going to be creating. Fill color, because this is what we want to fill our rectangle with. We're going to do length 1, which is going to be one side of the rectangle, which we're going to put at like 800. This is kind of a rough estimate of just to fill up like the pixel space. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can totally zoom in here. You want to help me out? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Oh yeah. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I kind of messed up with that code. Length 1 equals 800. And then length 2, we're going to do negative 300. Sorry, I read that wrong. Length 2 is going to be negative 300. All right, so now that we've defined what we kind of want our rectangle to look like, we can kind of close that off and start with our function. So now what we want to do is set the line color and fill color, which we're going to get to in a second. So for right now, we just type turtle dot color and then pass through line color and fill color. All right. And then once we've done that, we can press enter again, go to the next line, and we can write turtle.begin fill so the program knows that we want to start to fill in our rectangle. Begin underscore, sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. Begin underscore fill. And then we'll put some parentheses. And then we want to tell the pen where to go. So we're going to put turtle.pen up. And then we're going to put 2 close parentheses. And then we're going to hit enter again. And then we're going to tell turtle where to start. So we're going to say turtle, go to negative 400, 0. So we can kind of get like a leftmost point to start our turtle on, because 0, 0 is about the middle of the screen, and we don't really want to do that. We want to fill the entire bottom. But if you don't want to do that, you can honestly put in any number. And then we want to tell the turtle where to go again, and we'll say turtle, go down. So we'll say turtle pen down. And then we can close those parentheses off. All right. And then now that we have all of that, we can start on making a for loop. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say for I in range 2. We put number 2 here because we're going to iterate through this 2 times, and this counts for the 2 sides, like the 2 widths of a rectangle and then the 2 lengths of a rectangle. So for I in range 2, colon, oh, sorry, I'm doing this with one hand, guys. We're going to hit enter, and then it indents it for us, and if it doesn't, just hit tab. You're going to put turtle forward, turtle dot forward, length 1, close those parentheses up, and then, so length 1, basically, oh, let me capitalize that. Length 1, and then, oh wait, what's doing wrong? Oh, I spelled length wrong, guys. Sorry. We've had a few technical difficulties this morning. There we go. Length 1 and lowercase. Thank you, Kaylee. Oh, sorry, guys. Length 1 lowercase. Cool, there we go. All right, and now we'll press enter again. And we want it to rotate left at a certain amount of degrees. So we're gonna put turtle.left. And we're gonna put 90 degrees in these parentheses, just like that, 90. All right, so now that we've make a full turn, we're gonna do turtle forward again. Turtle.forward. Length 2, so let's close these parentheses up and put length 2. All right, and then we'll press enter again, and let's do turtle.left, so it can turn another 90 degrees. And so this counts for all 4 vertices of our rectangle. All right, we're gonna press enter again and then hit backspace so you get rid of that tab. And we can tell turtle to stop doing this. So we can say turtle.end underscore fill. And then let's close up these parentheses and then we'll hit enter. All right, and so now what we're gonna do is we're going to draw our grass. So we're gonna call draw grass. Draw underscore grass or whatever you named it. It just helps to name your functions in something that relates to what the function is actually doing. And you're going to write grass, comma, grass. Oh, wait, in 2 separate instances. I'm sorry. Grass. I mean, not grass. Green. Sorry, guys. Green, comma, green. There we go. And so now we can pass through green into that line color and fill color that we put previously. All right, now that we have that done, we can hit enter again. And then I'm gonna hit enter one more time. And I'm gonna put a function to generate our random colors. And I'll explain what these numbers mean in a second. So let's just write define def random colors. And let's put those into some parentheses. And then we're going to put a colon just to tap it off. And we're going to hit enter. Is everyone with me so far? Is everything making sense? Awesome. Thanks, you guys. All right. And so here we're going to define our RGB values that are going to give us the randomized colors. So we want to do some warm tints. So I'm going to put the R value, which is the red hues. And remember, we imported the random package. We're going to use that here. So we're going to put random.randRange. And then we're going to put in parentheses the hue of red that we want. So let's put in the range of 246 and 256. All right. And then we're going to hit enter again. Oh, perfect. All right. So now that we've done that, we're going to give us a G value, our green hues, and we're going to do random.randRange. Range. I want randRange. And we're going to put 0 to 236 with a comma. My bad, guys. And then we're going to hit enter. And then for our final value, we're going to put our B hues, our blue hues that we want. And we'll put random.randRange again. And then let's say 0 to 80. So any combination of these hues within these ranges will give us tones that are from red to yellow on like the hue color scale. All right, and so we'll press enter again. And then let's return these values so we have something to pass through to our other definitions and functions that we're going to write. So we're going to put return R, G, B. And then we're going to hit enter again and enter one more time because I like to space in between everything. All right. Yeah, let's see what we're doing already. All right. We've just created our grass, but it quits because we are not quite done yet. I have not told Turtle to do the rest of his functions. All right. So now we have draw leaf. Oop. So let's draw our leaves. And then let's put a T there. So we're going to pass our turtle object through. That's why we're putting T in that definition. We're going to press enter, and then we're going to put the color that we want our leaves to be. So we're going to do T dot pen color. And then we're going to go through and we're going to put in our random colors. And then let's do a few parentheses just to pass those values through. So we've given pen color a few random hues to choose from in order to create our leaves. And then now we can do the size of our leaves. So we'll just do T.pen size. And we're going to make that 1. We don't want these to be too heavy. And then we're going to tell the leaves where to go. So we're going to do T.forward. Forward. I literally can't spell, guys. I'm so sorry. 10. We want to iterate about 10 times. And then T.back 10 times. And so for the branches created, these leaves are going to randomize themselves and draw back and forth 10 times. And then we want to give the rest of our color to our tree. So we'll do T.pen color. And then we're going to pass through the RGB color 92, 43, and 6. And then let me fix this. All right, so far, so good. And then we're going to return T because we need a value to pass through to everything else. Return T. Now we're going to press enter, and then enter again. And now let's draw our actual tree. So this one's going to be a little bit tough, but you can just follow along with me if you get confused, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Let's do another function. So we're going to write def draw tree, and we're going to pass through a few parameters. So we're going to pass through that turtle object. We're going to pass through like the tree size and how tall we want it to be. We're going to pass through something called fmin b, and we're going to set that one equal to 5. And then we're going to do fmax b, and we're going to set this one equal to 10. And then we're going to do rmin b, and we're going to set this one equal to 0.6. And then here, let me make that a float, 0.6. And then we're going to put another comma, and we're going to do rmax b equals to 0.8. There we go. And then this just draws the trunk and the limbs of the tree, and it's also going to be randomized. So we're going to use a function that's included with our random package. All right, you're going to press enter again. And let's make the color of that tree trunk. So you can do T.pen color. And I'm going to use the same one that I did above. I'm going to say 92, 43, and 6. But if you want to randomize it, you totally can. And then I'm going to pass the pen size of the tree. So I'll write pen size W. All right. And then now we're going to write an if statement. And this is where it gets a little confusing. But basically what this function is going to do is it's going to tell us how many trunks are going to be created, how many limbs are created, etc. So just follow along with me. And if I'm going too fast, you guys can let me know. All right, so we're going to write an if statement, and we're going to pull out that W, and we're going to say if W is bigger than or equal than 1, we're going to do our thing. So we're going to write RW equal to W times random dot uniform. And don't be intimidated, this one's pretty easy. And then we're going to, sorry guys, we're going to pass through fmin and fmax b. So fmin b and fmax b. All right. That shows us the minimum and maximum measurements for the branch length. And then rmin b and rmax b are the minimum and maximum measurements for the branching angles. So we're basically going to tell our computer what angles we want our tree to branch out at. All right. And so we're going to press enter after we've passed those through. And we're going to tell Turtle where to go. And we're going to write T forward. RW and pass what we just created through that function. And then we're going to put t.rt 20. So that's the angle in which we want it to be. 20. And then now we're going to do another one of these functions, and we're going to write t equals draw tree. And we're going to pass through the parameters that we have in our function. So we're going to write t, comma, w times random uniform, random.uniform. And then now we're going to pass through rmin b and rmax b. So we're basically defining a random range for these branches and limbs to be created. Let me fix my capitalization. There we go. All right. And then now we're going to click enter, and we're going to do t.lt, t.left tilt, and we're going to hit 20 again. So we want everything to be kind of symmetrical. And then we're going to hit enter again, and we're going to write t equals draw tree. And we're going to write exactly what we put previously. So you can honestly copy and paste it. There we go. And then rmin b, rmax b. Very awesome, guys. And then we can do t.lt again. And then we're going to pass 20 through once again. And then we're going to hit enter. And then we're just going to put what we put again. So you can just copy and paste this line and put it here. So honestly, I'm too lazy to type all of that. All right, and now we're going to hit enter. And then guess what? We're going to put t.rt20. Oh, what did I do? There we go. t.rt20. And then we're going to hit enter. And then t.back to tell our pen to move back. RW, which we created right here. RW. All right. And then we're going to make an else statement, and that tells us basically when to create the leaves. And so we'll put else colon t equals draw leaf t, because we wanted to put that turtle object right through that function. And then we're going to press enter, and then enter again, hit backspace, and write return t, because we have to return the turtle object. All right, and now we are almost at the end. So I'm going to run it and just show us what we have right now. Let's see what it does. Nothing yet, because we have not finished. All right, so now what we're going to do is work on the finishing steps. So you can hit enter like a few times. I just like to space everything out because it's personal preference. We're going to write t equals turtle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, do you guys need a minute to look at this one? Yeah, of course. Sorry, guys. All right. Just when y'all are done, look done, I guess. All right, all good. Are you guys all good? All caught up? Perfect, guys. All right. So now we're going to complete our functions. So we're going to put t equals turtle dot and then capitalize turtle. Very important because Python is very case sensitive. And so basically we want to tell the program to draw the tree. And then we're going to also put s equals turtle dot screen because we want our screen to actually stay up there. And then we're going to put t dot hide turtle. Hide turtle. You don't want to capitalize that. And then you're going to put some closed parentheses. And then you're going to put turtle.tracer at 0. And we're going to set that at 0 within those parentheses. All right, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to set the color mode. So we're going to do s.color mode. And we're going to set that at 255 so the color of the screen can be set to a default so it has something to work off of. All right, and then we're going to put t.lt, and this basically tells us what angle we want it to be at. And we want our tree to be straight up, so let's put a 90-degree angle. And then now we want to tell the program to complete the tree by drawing it. And also we want to know the height of this tree. So we're going to put draw tree, T, draw tree. And we're going to put T, comma, 10. So that 10 number is actually going to be passed to that W that we put in the beginning. So it's going to be the height, or like the gravity of the tree. Then we're going to hit enter again. We're going to type in turtle.update. And then we're going to hit enter again. And then we're going to write turtle.done in order to complete our program and tell Turtle that he's done his job. And now let's run it and let's see what we get. We got a tree, and then everyone's is supposed to be randomized because we used that random number generator. All right. And so now I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Using all we learned, I want you guys to go in and just kind of mess with the numbers. Oh, wait. Before I say any of that, does anyone have any questions? Did everyone get it to run? No? You got it to run? You got it to run. Okay, we got one runner. We got one runner. All right. They didn't get it? Oh, in the beginning, make sure that you've imported turtle and then import random. You have it? All right, let's see.
Okay, yeah, wait, did anyone else have issues?